Boom shakalaka. If you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you will notice that out of the top 10, pretty much all of them are layer 1 smart contract solutions. Now, the only thing that changes over time is which smart contract platforms are up there in the top 10. Some come up, some go down. Well, in today's episode, I'm going to be taking a look at the 5 most likely smart contract platforms to enter into the top 10. Because let's face it, Cardano's heyday is over. Solana's heyday is over. You probably won't like that I said that, but let's see what's going to be in the top 10 soon so that we can buy them while they're still on the cheap. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at the top 5 most likely smart contract platforms to enter into the top 10 altcoins. These things could have explosive gains because let's just face it, things come and go. Change is going to happen. It always happens. I mean, take a look. Go in Wayback Machine over the past year, and then 2 years, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and take a look at the top 10 coins on CoinMarketCap. It changes all the time. But you know what happens is smart contract platforms are always up there in the top 10. So let's take a look at some up-and-comers in today's episode to find out which coins could likely be in the top 10. Now, before we get into that, guys, make sure to like the video. It helps out so gosh darn much. Thank you very much. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. And today's episode is sponsored by Templar Dao, so stay tuned till the end for a sponsored review of the project. Now, to find out the top smart contract platforms, I don't do the hard work myself. I rely on Token Metrics because they have amazing computers and amazing people who program these computers to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to pick out the top coins out there and rank them based on what they call the TM grade, which based on a numerical value tells you how good the project is going to be. Now, to do this, to find these top smart contract platforms, all you have to do is go to analytics, go to ratings. I like monthly because that tells me long-term undervalued projects. And also, I'm sorting them for projects that are listed on KuCoin. Why? Because most people can buy them without having to spend enormous fees on, let's say, one of these decentralized exchanges. So they can buy it with minimal fees, and then they can hold some and see, could it turn out to be something big? Because all of these rank very highly on a long-term time frame, have very interesting projects, and aren't yet in the top 10. So let's get started. I saved the best until the last. So if you want to know the best, you're going to have to wait around till the last. But to begin with, we will start with Avalanche, one that is probably not a surprise to anybody, but this one has the potential. Right now, it's a little bit of an underdog, but not for long. I think it's ranked like number 14. So if we take a look, Avalanche, blazingly fast, low cost, eco-friendly, the fastest smart chain platform. Everybody wants to be the fastest. Build low cost, Solidity compatible dApps, launch customized blockchains, and scale to millions with minimal hardware. So if we take a look at Avalanche's chart, it actually has been, since about July, it has been on this nice upward trend, actually broke out above it until it hit the all-time highs at 147, right around $150 before it came back down, bounced off there, and then bounced way back down to the bottom. But you'll notice, not only did it bounce off the bottom of this bullish trend right here, but it also bounced off of this previous all-time high, giving it pretty strong support right there around the $80 range. Now, likely, it will stay somewhere between there and this previous all-time high, which would bring us right around to the middle of January in this little wedge right here before we have a breakout up or down. But for the moment, the trend is our friend. It appears like it is continuing to go in an upward trend. Could potentially put it into the top 10 pretty darn soon if some of those other platforms don't continue moving. The next one, another popular one, probably not a surprise to many of you, but if you see it moving, well, you should probably hop on board before it passes you by. Near Protocol, reimagining your world through simple, secure, and scalable technology. Near empowers millions to invent and explore new experiences. Business, creative, and community are reimagined for a more sustainable, inclusive future. So, with the metaverse, Near is one of the projects that is going to be participating in that foundation creation with NFTs, DeFi, and DAOs. Solutions for scaling, eliminating the barriers to Web3 adoption, high speeds, low fees, and progressive user experience. Near's climate neutral blockchain is ready for explosive growth. also for a multi-chain future. It runs in concert with Ethereum, Polkadot, Cosmos, and more, allowing for free flow of assets and communication between networks for the betterment of all. Now, if we take a look at the near chart right now, a few things going on. You can see pretty strong support right here around the $7.50 area. But recently, we had an all-time high around October 26th. Since then, the price has been coming down, bounced off of that $750 area, and then actually bounced back up to what's been support since about August 26th. So right now, NEAR is sitting in this little wedge of support and resistance right now between about $10 and $12, and it should break out of there by the beginning of January. So if it breaks to the upside, yeah, continuing on this bullish trend. However, if we find another lower high from this top trend line, well, then you can consider that it would continue to come down until maybe finding support again in this $750 area. Which brings us to number 3. Now, number 3 is an interesting one because this is one that Token Metrics has picked out way back in the day alongside Matic. Back when Matic was a cent, I think Stacks was maybe 10 cents or so. And this one is doing pretty darn well. So this is Stacks. You can actually unlock Bitcoin's full potential, enabling DeFi, NFTs, apps, and smart contracts for Bitcoin. And you can see it's a new way to earn Bitcoin, hold and temporarily lock XTX, Stacks native currency, and support the network security and consensus, and you'll earn Bitcoin. Pretty cool. Right now, 8.5% APY, and you can see the total value locked right here, almost $1 billion in total value locked. Now, you have proof of transfer, Bitcoin DeFi, and Bitcoin NFTs. And if we take a look at the charts right now, you can see it looks like there is a pretty strong top right around 285. But it seems like it's also a pretty strong bottom right around 177. So Stacks has been trading in that range for a lot of the past year. Now, this is one that Token Metrics picked out way back here, back when it was like 10 cents or so. And you can see it's been growing a lot. And we have this little bit of a bullish trend right here. So most likely, we will start resuming that bullish trend towards about the middle of January. You can see a lot of these projects are saying towards the middle of January, there will likely be bullish trends going. And there's speculation that a lot of hedge funds are going to be entering crypto in the middle to beginning of January with a lot of money, which could propel the next phase of the bull market. But from right where it is right now, right at about $2.05, there's a lot of room for Stacks to grow before it comes up to that previous all-time high yet again. Which brings us to project number 4, Kadena. Build the future on Kadena. So, safer smart contracts, no-cost transactions, energy efficient at scale, proven security, industrial scalability, and lots of partners and projects. But I think some of the biggest things about Kadena would be found on the About page, where the team behind Kadena, they have Stuart Popejoy from JP Morgan's Emerging Blockchain Group. They have Will Martino from the SEC's Cryptocurrency Steering Committee as their founders. Okay, so JP Morgan and the SEC as founders. And then with advisors, they have experts such as Dr. Stuart Haber, the co-inventor of blockchain and the most cited author in Satoshi Nakamoto's renowned 2008 Bitcoin white paper. So the most cited author in the Bitcoin white paper, plus the head of JP Morgan's blockchain group and someone from the SEC's Cryptocurrency Steering Committee. Oftentimes, teams do definitely help with their connections, make projects get known. Now, if we take a look at Kadena, this one is actually down a lot from all-time highs. We were talking about this on the channel, I think back when it was like $6 to $8 before it ran off to $28. Now, as you can see here, there's a very strong downtrend, potentially finding support right around this $8.50 area where it was previous resistance before it could take off again. Now, by the end of December, we should see a breakout of there. However, this wedge, the bullish trend line on the very bottom, would break out by January. So another coin. Towards January, we're looking at another breakout for this one. But this one has a very steep pullback, potentially could be rife for some gains, which brings us to the last coin today. This one, first time I've heard about it, but maybe you've heard about this before. Oasis Protocol, a new era for the blockchain. The Oasis network is privacy-enabled blockchain platform for open finance and responsible data economy. So, private and scalable DeFi, tokenized data, and parallel smart contract layers. That allows things to happen a lot faster by working in parallel. So scalable, reliable, and versatile, parallel workloads, confidential smart contracts, and efficient design. So rapidly growing community. You can find out more about Oasis Foundation. And this is one that's not even on the first page of CoinMarketCap yet, but you can see from this trend right here that it has had a very bullish trend since July and potentially could continue heading upwards. So definitely one worth taking a look at. All five, again, we have Avalanche, we have Near Protocol, we have Stacks, and we have Kadena, and we have Oasis Protocol. Definitely take a look at all of them because, like I said, if you look back at the top 10 altcoins over time, pretty much almost always smart contract platforms since Ethereum came out. However, they change all the time. So if you're just holding bags of some of these up here, it may be time to diversify for round 3 of the bull run. So that's all for the top 5 smart contract platforms that could be in the top 10. Now, why these 5? Well, because if we take a look on token metrics, analytics, ratings, smart contract platforms on a monthly on KuCoin, these are the top 5 ranking projects, as you can see here. Now, there are other projects you may want to take a look at as well. Things like Harmony, POLKADOT, Phantom, but there's not many projects listed on KuCoin right now. If we went to all exchanges, there are a lot more projects, but I think these are the ones that people could get more involved in because it just doesn't cost as much to get involved with them. So that brings it to the end of that episode. Now onto the sponsored review of Templar Dao. So Templar Dao is an Ohm fork on Binance Smart Chain that has the aim of establishing itself as the dominant Ohm fork on BSC and intends to be an industry trailblazer in the crypto evolution of mutual funds. Now, it should be said, this is a sponsored review, so clearly do your own due diligence. This is not an endorsement of the project. I'm merely showing you the project, and then you can decide on your own. If you're interested, you can consider investing. Now, the name Templar Dao draws significant inspiration from the fabled Templar Knights, who made it their ethos to protect travelers. They also had a section of non-combatant participants who managed finances for that era, developing new and innovative financial techniques, which was a segue to banking as we know it today. Just like the Templar Knights, Templar Dao makes its mission to protect investors with modern anti-rug measures, including time delay smart contracts and also good old-fashioned transparency. Furthermore, they view themselves as a crypto evolution of a mutual fund, using its treasury as an innovative way in what they call the Treasury Reverse Protocol. Now, Templar Dao's Treasury Reverse Protocol is a pivotal step in guaranteeing financial freedom for its investors. By maximizing the utilization of the Treasury and doing cross-chain investments, the Treasury is built upon bonding either BUSD, BNB, or LP tokens. The protocol's Treasury has passed over $1 million USD in value. In relation to our theme, yields from our Treasury investment will also be distributed to our holders in various forms. On the form of buybacks, rewards, etc., in a way that most benefits long-term sword holders. Now, in its current version, the Treasury Reverse Protocol is utilizing BUSB bonds to investing in Ohm and Time, with over 50,000 USD invested in each project. Templar Dao believes in the vision of his forefathers and views these investments to be safe and stable over the long term, with both projects displaying incredible staying power. Templar Dao is currently in the works to increase time investment to over 1 million USD and also offer MIM bonds in its treasury. By doing this, they invest heavily in Danielle Siesta's greatly popularized Frog Nation ecosystem, a system of fundamentally decentralized finance with its own decentralized and collateralized stablecoin MIM Magic Internet Money. The Templar Dao team truly believe investing in the Frog Nation ecosystem embodies its own ethos. Templar Dao's views align with the Frog Nation of financial freedom for all. You can certainly call them avid Frog Nation supporters. Now, by staking Templar Dao tokens, you receive the Sword token. In the very near future, value will be brought to long-term Sword holders by rewarding them in MIM payouts from the protocol's investing profits, once again showing Templar Dao's strong alignment with the Frog Nation's principles. The team will continue to push solid partnerships with projects by putting its money where its mouth is and investing in these projects, creating strong financial commitments with solid, stable, and promising projects. Now, they have published a Medium article for this that can be found on their website or also on Telegram as well. The Templar Dao team prioritizes transparency first and foremost, as is evident from their DApp. They're open to all protocol parameters, including backing per TEM and runway length, the number of days of protocols sustain its current APY. The majority of other Ohm forks on BSC are not transparent with protocol parameters, giving about unsustainable APYs, which investors unfortunately are not aware of. There is a projected returns calculator called Blessings. Here, investors can see the projected auto-compounding benefits of long-term staking on the protocol. And the Templar team is quite large for its project. In its infancy, with 6 full-time devs, a CEO, a CMO, and moderators, this allows them to develop an incredible pace and also have frequent communication with the wider community. Currently, Templar Dao has partnered with Huckleberry Finance and innovative DEX on the Moonriver chain and are working to go cross-chain to Moonriver in the very near future. There is an announcement to be made in their Telegram group really soon. They have special giveaways for crypto love fans in the Telegram group, so make sure to check out Templar Dao. There are links down in the pinned comment, and you can check out their website at templar.finance. Thank you very much, Templar Dao, for sponsoring the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to check out the project, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace.